In 1981, Stephen Sondheim and Hal Prince's Merrily We Roll Along opened on Broadway, and it closed just 16 performances later.
Now a newly revised production is hitting the New York stage. Here's a look at Fiasco Theater and Roundabout Theater Company's production of Merrily We Roll Along.
What's to discuss? Old friends.
3 old friends are back in town. Frank, Mary, and Charlie are best friends, artists, and the main characters in the musical Merrily We Roll Along. It's a show about following dreams, growing up, success, and the choices people make that shape their journey.
Everybody merrily, merrily, sing 'em your song.
Scored by Stephen Sondheim and produced and directed for Broadway by the legendary Hal Prince, the original production was met with bad reviews when it opened in 1981 despite its dream creative team. The show closed just 2 weeks later, and the cast recorded an album that let the musical live on. Merrily We Roll Along has been revised and remounted several times in the nearly 40 years since that first production, but never like it's being done now.
I'm rich.
In this latest iteration of Merrily, created by Fiasco Theater and co-produced by Roundabout Theater Company, the best elements of other versions of the show are combined to create a vibrant new production that harkens back to Prince and Sondheim's original vision. Director Noah Brody.
We read it and we had a lot of ideas. We had responses, I should maybe say. We had responses to the piece, and then we had a meeting with Steve.
That's Steve Sondheim.
We talked about the show and wanted to hear what his ideas were, what he thought the show was about, what the inspirations were.
Fiasco Theater prides itself on developing minimalist productions that focus on creative storytelling, but they don't normally change the script or score. With Merrily We Roll Along, the company realized it would have to be different.
And we wanted to kind of put our ideas and responses out there, I think, kind of to test the waters, to see to what degree is he interested in anybody working on this show and not merely doing it as is.
Brody says Sondheim was immediately interested in having that conversation.
That was one of the things that was so kind of exciting and exhilarating for us, is that he immediately got in there in the discussion as an artistic collaborator.
With Sondheim's blessing, the Fiasco Theater creative team went to work reimagining Merrily We Roll Along. And the PGOT winner, Sondheim has a Pulitzer, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award, continued to help.
So he actually just had his assistant send his archives over, which included the rehearsal draft from '81, the performance draft from '81, musical archives that included songs that never made it on stage.
It's been a thrilling artistic experience for the cast and creative team of this Merrily We Roll Along production, just as it was for the original Broadway company.
My name is Lonnie Price, and I was the original Charlie in the original Broadway company of Merrily, and the documentary I made about my experience and the experience of the original cast is called Best Worst Thing That Ever Could Have Happened.
It was one of the better things that ever happened to me.
Being cast by them at all was just insane, and it was every fantasy possible. It meant everything.
Now Price is a seasoned director of theater, TV, and film. But back then, he was a young actor just starting his career. And that's what Sondheim and Prince were looking for in their production. Their original concept was this: the story of showbiz friendships that start in college and fall apart in the decades that follow would be performed in reverse chronological order by young actors, people in their teens and early 20s who would start the show playing older and continue moving backwards in time until the characters they play reach their real ages. The reverse chronology, paired with unique costume choices, didn't go over well with audiences or critics.
Merrily didn't go out of town, which I think was probably, problematic for it. And, it didn't start previews well, and they did an enormous amount of work on it. I mean, we had 5 weeks of previews or 6 weeks of previews, and, they replaced people, and, they just killed themselves. And as hard as they worked, it just wasn't kind of happening.
Price says the music, captured on the original cast album, was so beautiful, though, that despite the show's challenges, directors still wanted to take a crack at it, Brody being the latest.
The show has been so altered since the first version of it. This version actually puts back a lot of what we initially did.
That's no accident. Brody and the creative team poured over the original 1934 play upon which the musical is based, in addition to the various iterations of the script and score from Sondheim's archives.
We had multiple workshops in which we were trying out different approaches to the storytelling.
Fiasco Theater is a company of adults, so the potential confusion around kids playing older wasn't an issue. But with 3 versions of the show to pull from, other choices had to be made about which songs to use, which scenes to include, and how to simplify the large cast of characters. Ultimately, the team decided to winnow down what was originally a cast of 27 actors to just 6 actors, playing a handful of roles each.
Turns out you don't need a lot of other things. And rather than taking responsibility for an entire generation, we thought, let's take responsibility for these 6 people and let them stand in as a microcosm for both that generation and the universal questions that we all face.
Price approves. He says Fiasco Theater's version of Merrily seems the most human to him, perhaps because of the production's smaller scale.
It's the way Hal Prince always wanted to do it originally. Honestly, it's my favorite version of it that I've ever seen.
Merrily We Roll Along runs through April 7th at the Laura Pels Theater.